last time that we talked at length, LeRoy, it would have been last offseason. The height of Aaron Rodgers hysteria, on the verge of the split, and you were blunt. You said that G doesn't change. I think at the time, Aaron was fairly blistering toward Brian Gutekunst, who you just referenced a couple times, right? Like, and you said, look, I've seen this play out before. Like the Green Bay Packers brand, it just moves one direction. And Brian Gutekunst made that hard decision. Well, what did you kind of see at that time, that split that maybe a lot of people on the outside didn't see?
The one thing about the Packers, you can speak your mind, and they don't judge you for it. But never make your teammates look bad, yourself, and the team. You got to pick one. And I think the guy who was really trying to connect it was Matt LaFleur. Was like, well, he's still our quarterback. We're hoping he comes around. I'm paraphrasing. But Mark Murphy and Gutekunst, man, we got to be prepared. But whenever he comes out of the darkness or wherever he was, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of this now. If I had $50 million, right, I wasn't married and no kids, what the hell I'm mad at?
Wait, what did you say? I'm married. What's the I'm married?
I'm just saying, you got to blame it on somebody. You ain't got nobody to blame it on. And I'm biased because I played for one team. I took 3 pay cuts because I understand that G. So I'm like, this ain't going well. They got to find a partner.
Yeah.
And they just, hey, I'll dance. Thank you. Let's work it out. Work it out. Boom. And that's one thing I would tell Jordan Love if he was on here. And maybe he is, I'm not sure. Don't do the last 2 quarterbacks did. That's why I was an advocate to put in a no trade clause for him and the team. You can always waive it. Leave it in there. I ain't going nowhere. But if y'all ever want to trade me, hey, that's on y'all. But, and I was upset for the shareholders. They deserve better. Because saying things about the Packers, I take that kind of stuff personal because we got fans that are watching this and then it just blows up and everybody's calling me, what do you think? I'm like, well, I don't know because, I mean, the team gave him a 3-year, $150 million guaranteed deal. No strings attached. You could play your last couple years. Jordan will be rad, about to pick up everything, and you could retire a Green Bay Packer with $150 million on the back end of your career. And you can still make a run. 2 things can be true. Draft, develop, and still win. It was brilliant. They said Jordan Love, I'll be honest, a lot of people's like, who is this guy? Utah State quarterback. But he's good, though. He's good because the scouts liked him. Everybody liked him. Great kid. Great. So when he comes in, Aaron probably felt a type of a way, like as did Brett. Right. Like, why y'all drafting Aaron? I'm still on top of my game. I get it. But he's here now. Let's move forward. So I was glad to get it over with because I was excited to see what Jordan Love can do. And then the locker room changed. The locker room is the youngest in the league. Don't no coach want to wake up coaching a bunch of toddlers. But by the time they beat Detroit, in Detroit, they graduated from high school. And when they beat Dallas, wow. They graduated college. this same team when they were 2-5, and I said to myself, "Self, what you think A-Rod thinking right now? He home in one of those 26 mansions. Damn, could have been me beating the Cowboys." But then he beat the Cowboys anyway, so maybe not. He always beat the Cowboys. But, I think him and Jordan has a pretty good relationship. And Aaron is a great guy that was probably misunderstood, but probably a little too narcissistic for a team sport. Because if the playbook tells me to run a 20-yard comeback and you tell me to run a go route, I'm confused. You just can't do that. You got to do it within the system. He has talent enough to play in any system.